Today we're going to be recreating Kayda from Love Island's makeup look, so let's get right into it. I'm going to prime my eyelids with some concealer. I've been trying this NARS Creamy Radiant one, this mini. First of all, this mini was really expensive for like the size of this, but I digress. And low-key, I'm not really getting the hype, but low-key feels kind of dry. But I feel like Kayda's eye look is very 90s baddie with like some siren in there. I just feel like her makeup style really suits her eye shape. We're going to use the Moonstone palette from Morphe because tell me this isn't the perfect color story. Am I the only one who has a hard time figuring out which of these is which? Like, is it like three? Yeah, I guess so. Total Eclipse, I guess, is like a really dark one. I'm gonna go in with this brown right here. I'm going in with this shade in my outer corner. Really gonna buff it out. And then I'm just gonna bring it all above my crease. All right, this is the base of what we're working with. Gonna go ahead and repeat this on the other eye. Again, focusing at first in this outer corner, and then bringing all excess just above the crease. The time of me filming this, what just happened is the dumping. So Jen got dumped, Caleb got dumped, so did Gal, Amora, and Jaden. I'm actually happy Gal and Amora got dumped. First of all, Amora is annoying. I'm sorry, I do not like her. Like, I feel like she was just like doing all this unnecessary commentary when it was like Melanie and when it was Melanie and Sincere's clips, like talking about I could never. But if what everyone is saying is true, you watched the entirety of Love Island with the rest of us and you still were like, yeah, let me go after Sincere. So baby, I'm gonna mix this shade and this one, and I'm gonna lightly tap it on my inner corner. The reason I'm not going in with just the white is because I feel like it'd be too much of a contrast for my skin tone. So I'm just gonna lightly build it up and mix in some brown and call it a day. But I think it's really funny that when there was a recoupling and Gal was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick Amora, and then literally right after that, bam, Gal's gone. I think that was really funny. And have y'all been seeing his post about like, stop bullying me guys, I've had enough. Like, I think I've suffered enough. And I know a lot of people were talking about how Jen was like a nothing burger in the beginning, but I low-key felt like that about all the bombshells. I don't know what it is, but I feel like a lot of the bombshells just, I don't know, like I get not wanting to step on toes because like you don't want to like make enemies with the girls because like it's the girls, but like that's also kind of the whole point of being a bombshell. And I feel like a lot of the Casa girls were annoying to the OGs. Like specifically TT, like baby, why are you going into the villa like that? And I know Anaya was like, oh, like I period, like stand 10 toes down for your man. Baby, they just met 3 days ago. Why are you going 10 toes down for a man you just met? You just met him. You know what, I do think her and Casey are good for each other because he's talking about, yeah, like when I didn't know what to say or I didn't have the space to speak, she was there for me. Baby, you are not his mom. I think what really just bothered me about how Casey handled that is because like Casey knew the girls for weeks and their anger was targeted to him. Like it had nothing to do with TT until she decided to pipe in. Like I just can't. I literally just can't. I'm gonna do a little bit of this darker color just under my lash line. Just placing some product down and then I'll blend it out in a second. Still mad that Anaya did not pick Carl, but I get it just because like you want to stay loyal, like that's your character trait, like that's just who you are as a person. But like, I don't know, I think it's also hard because we as like viewers see a lot of what Casey was saying behind the scenes, like calling her a grandma, and she didn't have that information before she picked him. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of hard. I ran out of my Urban Decay 24/7 inks one, which is really sad because this is my favorite eyeliner. But we're gonna use the CoverGirl Exhibitionist one. I'm not gonna do a crazy wing because it doesn't look like she has one, so I'm really just gonna focus it like that. Anyways, Corbin and Parmita, I feel like are just really good background characters. Like, yeah, they exist, yeah, we see them, but like they're not the main plot, and I think that's fine. I think that suits them because any of the scenes with them, it's just kind of like, are y'all done? Or I know they're closed off, but I don't know if they told, I don't even know if they told anybody. I can't remember. For primer, I'm going with the CoverGirl Skin Enhancer. This is the Velvet Blur one. It's supposed to be pore erasing. Kayda's base is very like matte, but it's not like super cakey. Also, I don't feel like she uses like blush, like at all. Whether or not it suits me will be the real test. Okay, we're gonna use the NYX Vivid Rich Mechanical Liner to tightline my eye really quick. We are now getting into the base. I'm gonna go with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. This is just an OG. Speaking of OGs, I need Kayda to put Zach in the doghouse. Again, I know we don't see everything that goes on in the villa, but sometimes I just get the vibe that Zach doesn't take her too seriously because he knows she's gonna forgive him anyways. But again, we don't see all their conversations, you know? So it's like, it's hard to even have opinions because it's like, like I don't really know everything though. Also, the skin on my nose is actually my, you know, it's making me tweak. I'm gonna do a really light layer of foundation. I don't want this to be too cakey, too heavy. But to be fair, based on the clips I've seen of Kayda without makeup, she does not have like marks and stuff on her face, so we'll see how good this comes out. Just gonna put some concealer in the areas I want just a little bit more coverage. Also, I don't know, I feel like my upper lip area has gotten darker. I'm literally leaving my nose alone right now because I just can't. It's gonna make me tweak. Like I said earlier, Kayda doesn't really give me blush vibes, so if anything, I'm gonna use like a blush closer to my skin tone if I do go with it, but like then it's like, what's the point, you know? Going in with the About Face Beach Freak bronzer. Anyways, I'm really happy the Anaya and KC beef is over as of now. I'll put on the screen what episode I got into the dumping. I'm happy that that beef is finally over. I have a lot of respect for Anaya to like go and apologize in front of all the guys because she really like could have just ignored the whole situation and not done that. I do feel like so many people like not in Love Island, like viewers, were so stupid when it came to understanding why Anaya was so mad at KC. Like it's just like a slap in the face, I think, to have like heard and seen everything that KC did after the point. I do think movie night really like just made everything like 10 times worse when they had finally kind of reached like a cooling point in a sense. But I do think the way like he came in like with another girl, like obviously Anaya was gonna be mad no matter what. I think a lot of people forget that the girls had to watch them when they first got into the Casa. But yeah, I'm very happy that Anaya and KC, all that beef has been settled. Also, let me tell you guys what I just did for my bronzer and contour. The About Face one and then the LYS one. Forehead, here, chin, saving the nose because I'm really bad at my nose contour. So I'm really nervous about it actually. I'm gonna have to do it like literally right now. But all right, this is what the base is looking like. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. What do we think? But yeah, and I do think TT piping in when the girls were mad at KC when he brought her back was like totally unnecessary. Like, I'm TT about it. It just wasn't about her. Like she really could have just, how Jaden came into the villa, perfect. Because I just really feel like Jaden understood. Okay, to be fair, the situation with Jaden and Caleb was different because Caleb was well liked because he hadn't had a connection in the villa. But Jaden just kept her mouth shut. Like she was just like, yeah. Cause what can you say, bro? Cause what can you say? Like you might have just come into the villa with somebody's man. Like I feel like Sincere and Melanie are just so toxic. And you know what's so funny? Anaya said that like low-key in the beginning and Parmita in, okay, I think it was really funny, right? Because Anaya did say that in the beginning. There's a clip of her when they were all in the bedroom, like, like I knew you were gonna take him back. Y'all are so toxic, da 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 da. And they're all like smiling, laughing in bed. But when Parmita says it at what did they do at the dumping or whatever, she's like, that's what a good friend would tell me. Babe, Anaya tried to, you didn't listen. So like, of course, as a friend, you're just like, okay, like you want to make this decision, like, all right, guess you rocking with this decision. Oh, concealer. I just feel like when Anaya was saying it, Melanie wasn't listening. So like now that Anaya has switched up her tune and like Sincere has done a bit more, a bit less, whatever, like, I don't know, I just feel like it's also important to remember that these people are kind of young. Well, I think I'm like around the same age as some of them or most of them. But like this is such a weird experience where you're around like the same group of people for weeks and you have like no outside contact with like your family or your friends who have known you for longer. So you're like forming these relationships in such a like interesting way because you also just met these people. So like they don't know everything about you. Like, I don't know, at the end of the day, they all kind of just met. You know what I mean? Like it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's definitely a hard situation to navigate when your friend is going through like hard times with a guy and you've told her, yikes, it's kind of toxic, but they keep going back. So it's like, hey, if you're gonna go back, like I'm gonna still like be by your side because you're my friend, you're my homegirl, like I love you. Also, not everyone's perfect. At the end of the day, Melanie still took Sincere back, like, and put him first. Like she decided to do those actions. So like now that people are supporting her actions, it's like she's had enough. It's just like, things have happened. I don't know, Melanie can be upset that Anaya was like team sincere. I'm not even gonna walk you guys through my nose contour because I don't really know what I'm doing. I ate my nose contour down like once in my life and I've never been able to recreate it. Maybe my problem is I blended out like a bit too much. He's back to Amora. I do not like her. She's annoying. I think she needs to be quiet and I'm glad she's out the villa. She just was there. She just was trying to get back into the villa, and then for what reason? Like literally for what reason? Because first of all, she didn't really make it into, but then everyone voted, like I think everyone voted her back in though for the plot, and the plot just like was not there. It was a nothing burger. And then she was just like messy. She was making those little comments about Melanie like during the movie night, and it's like, babe, shut up. You're smiling, laughing, kiki hot, like shut up. Like you wanted him too. And it's like, oh, I could never, like how many times? I just fear like so many women have just been through this. Like it is not like breaking news that a girl is going back to someone who's not good for her. It isn't. And so you being like, I could never. Like all she had to say was, wow, I can't believe he did this to her. Instead of like, oh, I could never. Like, shut up, babe. That's why you're out the villa. That's literally why you're out the villa. But then also I feel like, oh my god, I've been seeing people say that, look at how horrible that looks. I never claimed to be a makeup artist. I never claimed nothing like that. It just gets so patchy here. And I know that it's not the products I'm using. It's literally because of all the texture on my nose. Because basically, story time, I was using Tazarotine and it just ruined the life out of my nose. Specifically, everything else is fine. It was just my nose, and I think maybe my nose is maybe just more sensitive or something. I don't know. All right, we're gonna wait for this to like set a bit, dry a bit, because hopefully this will be my saving grace. Or should I do like more? Also, when I sweat, it comes through like my nose pores, so like it just, I'm like sweating as I'm trying to blend all this out. Nose contour is not eating. Gal is a clown. Gal is a clown. Cannot stand him. Like you thought you ate. Give me that plate. And that's why you're going with Jen. Like, I don't really know what, like, first of all, he wasn't all that in a bag of chips. Like, he was not, like, he was giving nothing. He was giving nothing. We're literally just gonna have to hope that my nose contour looks better when I do powder. LYS loose powder in the shade Golden to do the brightening. Because I stopped referencing the picture of Kayda and I just started doing my normal makeup routine. For excess, I'm gonna do that between the eyebrows, but I do want the brightest part of like my face to be right here. So I feel like when Parmita came in, Kayda was so funny. Like her little comments, just Kayda overall, like with her little remarks are just so funny. Like she just be saying stuff, but she's like loud and proud about it. Like she's not like, oh, like, no, she's like, I wouldn't like, ooh. Okay, I'm gonna go with this YSL bronzer. It's in the shade 5. It's not dark enough to be a bronzer, so I'm gonna set the rest of my face. Also, Kayda and Trinity during that like show that they had with the boys in Casa was really funny. Like they both were just like, they ate that down. Also, what are our thoughts on Bryce and Trinity? I feel like they're cute. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Bryce would have been graduating high school when Trinity was in 4th grade, something like that. And it's like, babe, good thing they met when they were both consenting adults who applied and got accepted into the same show. Like, y'all have to relax. We have got to get out into the real world. But as a newer Love Island watcher, I think this is the first time I've witnessed a couple become like a actual couple on the show. I'm gonna use this Benefit Hoola bronzer. I know a lot of people don't like it because it's not deep enough, and it definitely isn't, but it's like the perfect shade. Or it was. I've been out in the sun, so. Hot take, I'm gonna go in with this cream. Just a little bit, yeah. Y'all, also I feel like my skin is really going through it, and you know what? I haven't been doing my skincare routine. Alright, one thing about Kayda's brows is they're very thin, so I'm gonna do the best I can to get my eyebrows to be thin. I've done it once, I just don't remember how I did it. I did a 90s makeup look before. But yeah, Melanie did really get on my nerves in the beginning, but then I was like, wait, I feel like I've probably been Melanie at least some point in my life. TT during movie night. I wasn't rocking with her. I know a lot of people are like, okay, period, she's standing up for, no, she just kept flip-flopping back and forth between who she was defending. Baby, be quiet. Be quiet. And I know it's like, yeah, she's a part of the villa now, like she got brought back, she got chosen, pick, cool, whatever, but like, baby, quiet. Talking about when, who was it that left, when Jaden left, talking about, I don't really have many friends in the real world. We know, we can tell. You're nasty, you're nasty. Like, did y'all see her face when Megan Thee Stallion was going after KC? She's like, ain't shit funny. But when you're seeing all these other girls get done dirty, specifically Anaya, when Casey is doing her dirty, she got this doing her dirty. She got this. Hello? Like, that's actually mind-boggling to me. That's actually mind-boggling to me. So yeah, babe, we know that you don't have many friends in the real world because you're nasty. Also, I wish we knew exactly what Zach told Kayda when it came to him coming back alone and his experience in Casa. Like, did he leave stuff out? Because we know he left out the angel girl not being there. So like, did he leave anything else out? Like, obviously she found out through movie night, but it appears that she forgave him really quickly for that. So, but yeah, that's what makes me kind of like about Kayda and Zach being the winners. Well, they won't be in my books, because it's like, Zach just don't really care. Like, I feel like he doesn't really care when he holds things or hurts Trinity's, or when he hurts Kayda's feelings and stuff. Like, he really doesn't care, and she doesn't really, like, from what we can see, she don't really be putting him in the doghouse. She just be like, yeah, I'm pissed. No, like, I'm actually pissed, but we're sleeping together in the same bed tonight, so maybe he could sleep outside with the owl. Like, but hey, maybe she has done that and we just haven't seen it. Wait, maybe when I'm doing my brows as normal. I need to dermaplane my face, guys. Does it look bad? I want to get my brows done. I actually just want to, what am I trying to say? I want to get a facial. Lip combo done, lashes are done. So I have finally completed this Kayda from Love Island inspired makeup look. I actually think it came out pretty good, especially given I haven't really been doing makeup consistently for the past month or so because I've been really busy. But let me know if I should do a Love Island series or maybe just like an overall celebrity public figure series where I recreate other people's makeup styles. But I think she's cute. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.